Hi everyone, this is Sheena from For the Love of Paper, and today I'm going to be doing some collage masterboards. I have two different pieces of like reproduction of like vintage or antique style paper, so that's what I'm going to use as my base. So there's some color to the back and it's not just like plain copy paper. So I think I'm going to do two different ones. This one is going to be more like a vintage style, and then this one will be more like floral, I think. So I don't really have a plan. I have my trays here that have different things in them, so I'm just gonna kind of pull pieces and start gluing them down. Nothing particularly special with this. I just haven't done a masterboard for a while, so that's kind of what I wanted to do. And then maybe at the end there will be time to decorate some pieces, depending how long it takes to put these together. I tried to zoom in a little bit, so I have these pieces of tape on here so that I stay in that. Stay in in the section. I just have a bunch of random things here that I'm going to pull from and just kind of add. I hope you're having a great Monday. I'm feeling this on Sunday, and it has been raining all day. Literally all day. So yeah, we're just going to kind of pull some pieces, and some are vintage and some are like replica. Like this is obviously like something from AliExpress or something. But yeah, just put some pieces together. I think this one is going to be more neutral. And then like the pieces that go on top or decorated can be a little bit more of a focal. I've done some masterboards, and everybody does them different. I've done them on, like you can get packs of poster board that's probably like 12 by 10 maybe. At the Dollar Tree, and that makes a good base if you want something a little thicker. But that does have like a shiny side and a matte side, so whenever you do that, if you want the matte side as your like writing space, you have to glue onto the shiny side, and then the glue doesn't necessarily stick to that material very well, so that can be a little challenging. It makes it nicer whenever you cut it up because it's like thicker, being that it's like a thin poster board, but it definitely makes the stuff peel up sometimes. So I'm kind of just starting by filling in the corners. Sometimes that's the easiest way to start. But yeah, just a easy craft for the letter M in the Ephemera series. Oops. I gouged the glue, and now it keeps leaving chunks, or chunks keep coming off of it. I wonder if I can get some of that off, so it stops doing that. Okay. have some more book page. Let's see. There's a piece. Some of this is, oops, I just flung a whole bunch of them everywhere. Some of this is vintage and some of it's pieces from just like these reproduced pages. Yeah. Just pull a couple of those out. And I also have this grid piece. You kind of want thinner pieces when you're doing this, because if you have some cardstock and some pieces that are like thinner, then it like makes different layers or different oh, what's the word, like dimension, that's the word I want, to your project, and sometimes they can peel off. If you're going to sew it, then that would be okay, but otherwise it can. I'm just pulling some pieces out of here. Let's see what I have. Those. And some of this too. All right. Give us some more pieces to pick from. And these are my scrap bins that you saw me organize in a video. I feel like these bins are proud of me, that's why I just pulled some. Pulled some out so I can kind of work a little bit easier with it. Get this back into the camera. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it's just layering this all on and then cutting them, like flipping them over, cutting them without really looking at it, and turning your masterboard into pieces of cards or tags, whatever you want it to be. And I kind of like the idea of going with bigger pieces and then coming back in and breaking up some of the lines with some smaller pieces, kind of like that there. That's just kind of my style, but everybody does it differently. I don't do well with a glue book. I mean, I use it, but I feel like I make more of a mess. But, all right. So I didn't look and see what the next N would have to be it, but I'm gonna guess it's newspaper, but I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at the end of the video. What it is. not looked at it yet this week. I actually didn't do much of anything today other than go to church and then come home. But it's time to be a little bit motivated and do some of these videos for the week. Oh, this glue. The back you can put lines on, or you can just let it the way that it is. I will probably decide, like, whenever I actually go to use it, if it will stay blank or if it will have like lines or something on it. And then kind of just let the project that I'm putting it in decide. Like then how I use it. These are a lot of pieces that I cut off the ends of, like whenever I'm creating a journal. And I need to cut it down for whatever size it's going into. Most of them are 9 by 6, but the Reader's Digest ones are obviously the size of the actual cover of the book. And I can't remember off the top of my head what size they are, but maybe I'll put that up there because it's a yeah, I'll use that sign. I think that are identical, it's just the reverse image. Some people might not like the white edge, but I'm not really concerned about that. Whenever it comes to cutting it up and decorating it, I can like add to each piece, like whatever I want it to be. If that makes sense. All right, so we're getting most of the base done, and then we can come back in with some other pieces. I think I want to double up some of these. So there's like a little bit of like repetition, bringing the piece together. Just like that, and then maybe I'll put that over there. I've done some floral ones, and I've what do they call it? Like Frankenpaper style, and then like sewing them like sewing the pieces after you use the strips, but I can't recall that I've ever actually done like a full master board. that I then cut into its pieces. And I'm not too worried about going across the edge. That can be trimmed up. I'll just let that go because actually it's probably going to have a piece over it. Kind of like that. So then now we just got some holes to fill in with some pieces. Actually, I think I want it there. Okay. Did I use two of these? No. They're like in the same pattern. Did I use two of these? No. Maybe I'll use this more brown side over here. Tear that down a little bit more. Oops. Yeah, I think I'll put that there. There's like a really straight edge, so I just wanted to tear that and make that a little bit thinner like that. Should be using the glue book, but it's okay. Okay. Maybe a strip of this. Like there. I think I could probably use this little piece somewhere too. It's not very even though. This is requiring me to do a lot of thinking that I am not used to. I feel quieter than usual. Try and put this together. I think I'll put that down there. That's just what I tore off. Can't get it up. All right, so there's a pretty big piece here and two littler pieces there and something right there. It's like a strip of something. So I think put that there. Just to cover that space up a little bit. All right. This is pretty old. Dictionary paper. I think I'm gonna put that right there. Oh, I bet you that's not going to come off of there very easily. No, it didn't. Okay. I know I still have to put something there, but I'm going to grab one of the bins again. Or maybe one of these pieces. half. I tore it in half, but it's a little too short. Maybe I'll put it here. Yeah. When you use thinner paper like this, you don't have to worry about it being like too thick by adding layers, because they're all pretty thin. Just gouged out the glue on that again. Okay. I'll tear a side of this off and put that right there where that little space is. Make sure I don't tear it too short. Yep. Oh man, I have another big hunk of glue. Maybe this is just a bad stick or something. Okay. So then that took care of that little space there. I just have this space here, and there's a tiny gap right here, I think. And then that should be pretty much the whole thing. Wonder if that will fit there. I like a different color. But it's the right size. Some of these things are like faux tickets, and they say like Led Zeppelin and stuff like that, which I don't mind, but I don't necessarily want it on this. What about this train thing? Like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put that there. I may have just hit the camera when I did that, sorry. All right, so like that. Oh, that's gotta come over some. Too far now. All right. Okay, so then I think, where was it? Right here, there's a piece that needs something. There's some strips in the bottom of this. This is a piece of Sears and Roebuck. So I'll just let's use this side because they're shorter. Put some of these in here. Okay. So there's that one, and just looking for some like big straight lines to break up. Well, I just don't like that that's sticking out there. Just tear it? Guess so. Trying to get that off. Okay, so nope, I'll just use it to decorate it. So let me see where we're at. 24 minutes. So I might go ahead and cut this down so you can see what that looks like, and maybe decorate a couple, because I feel like if I do another masterboard, then I'll probably run out of like recording time to actually decorate some by just doing two. So I am going to pull out my cutter, and that's the back. So I do see a patch right here. I'm gonna actually put something right there before I do that, because I just am noticing that it's like torn awkwardly right there. Yeah. So I just had this piece on. Good thing I saw that. That right there. Okay, now we can flip this over and cut it up into some pieces and then see how they turn out. So, and this is 8.5 by 11, so I'm thinking oh man. I think I'll do 4. And I'm just gonna guesstimate this so then I have like a bigger and littler journal card. And maybe a tag like that, and then a little shorter tag and a journal card. All right, so this is one of the journal cards, and I'm thinking either this end at the bottom, then it's pretty, yeah. So there's one journal card. This is the tag. I see this side over here needs trimmed. And the bottom needs a little trim. Like that. So there's a tag. And then this is the tall tag. And it looks like this side over here needs a trim. So you don't really have to get too particular whenever you're putting things on, because I think that it you can clean them up. So there's this tag. I'm gonna just trim that a little bit because there's like a big chunk of glue on there. Yeah. So then there's this tall tag, and then there's this smaller journal card. And it looks like this side needs trimmed over here. There's not very many variations on this one. And then the last journal card definitely needs some trim at the bottom. And it looks like the top. There we go. So let's look at these. And we'll decorate a couple. I gotta move, my foot is asleep. All right. I was sitting on it, and now it's totally asleep. All right, so we have journal card, journal card, journal card, and then 2 tags. So, I think I'm just picking up some of these things. The tags, trying to decide. I think I want it this way. So I'm just going to, oh my goodness. You know when you get like the tinglies because I was sitting on that foot? Oh my goodness. It's definitely doing that right now. I see this piece is coming up right here. I'm gonna stick some more glitter glue underneath there. Is it coming out or is it clogged? Oh, yep, it definitely came out. Okay, so there's our tag. Our tall tag, and then this like shorter tag. Just use, there we go. So there's those 2, and then you can round the corners of your journal cards. I think, let's see, maybe this one. It's not really going in there. There we go. So there's that one, and then I have some different ones. Just make that a little bit different. And then there's this big one. And that one, I think, let me see. I wonder if this, because it's bigger, will go in this one. No. It's like too wide of a piece of paper. So then it looks like this one is going to be just a rounded corner as well. That didn't do right. Okay. So then we can decorate them. I'm going to pull out my Tim Holtz trays. Or actually, I'm going to pull out my faux Tim Holtz trays. The ones of the stuff that I got off of AliExpress. That I used whenever I made the clusters the other day. The layering clusters. I guess that was in the last alphabet series. So I'm just going to pull these in a little bit. All right, so there's the people. I'm just looking for like focal points. I think I want it that way. Kind of gets lost on there. So maybe I will actually use the Tim Holtz pieces, because just looking here, I have an owl. There's that. These are like chipboard, so I don't know that I really want that later on there now that I think about it. And almost all these are chipboard, so I'm going to change my mind and go back to what I had originally thought, which is these Tim Holtz trays. and pull some pieces from here. Got some large butterflies that I haven't really used. What's this one look like? Green one. So what about this? I can't even pick it up. There's this tag or ticket. Now that I put that in there, I kind of want to go back to the red. Just messing around here, really. Like that. And then I have the little, like something to break that up. Not sure what color. Kind of like that. All right, well, we'll do that. Just to add a little bit of focal point to this. And I'm not sure what Tim Holtz these really large ones come from. I've had them from the beginning, but I haven't used them on anything. There we go, and then the butterfly. I don't remember where it was now. We'll go with right there. So then this will be a journal card. And like I said, you can put lines on the back, but I'll probably wait. Oh, I missed one of those antennas. Definitely want them to be stuck down well. Okay. So there's that journal card, and then the back is already looks like it's got some like vintage style to it, and that's just from using that paper versus a plain white sheet of paper. So there's that one, and then I'll do a tag. Do this tag. Let's see how far we get with this one. Kind of looks a little big. I do have some different ones in here. I like the size of that, but I just used, I wonder if I could cut some of it off. This wing over here's been torn or something. So I wonder if I could just have it like that because it's damaged. Yeah. No, too much. Too bright. Just looking for some pieces here. I want some of them round, I think, up there. I don't know that I have anything red and round, though. This is round, but it's not the right thing. Just gonna look in these other two quick to make sure there's not something in here. It looks too like soft, I think. I forget what I was saying. Butterfly. Sorry about the cough. big and red and round there or something. What about this? That's not bad. If I use that, maybe something coming out from behind the clock. Just like a little strip of something that's too close in color. It's hard to pick up these pieces. That's not exactly right, but something like that. Sometimes these little pieces, it's about the color. That one's not bad. I think I like that color. But they have different hues to them, and certain ones stick out more than others. I hope I wasn't off. No. Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and glue these down with some art glitter glue. And what are we at? 41. Okay, there's a piece of white on here, so I'm actually going to ink around this. Just so that doesn't stick out like it was. Okay, and then put that at the top, and then I'll put the butterfly down and trim the edge. All right, and then this butterfly going off the edge. Yep. Okay. Push the antennas down. And then I'll trim its wing off. There we go. So then there's that, and this, let me see where it is. I have the punch that looks like what's on things at a store, like whenever you hang things on a shelf. Just want to see. Where it's going to go down, because I don't want it to go into that March piece. I never do this straight. That's one thing. Like even, I guess that's not too bad, but it's more, yeah, it's more that way. That's okay. So then there's that, and these are the 3 that aren't done. And then that journal card. I think I want to do maybe one more, and I want to put a Tim Holtz person on that. So pull these pieces out of the way. And I forget what they're called. Like they're just like the people that are just their bust, like from the shoulder up. And I think I want to put one of those on there. So I just need to find them. I'm just going to grab a handful. Hopefully there's, no, there, oh yeah, I was going to say, I think I want it to be like, so, like something like that, and then put some pieces behind it. Nope. It's too matchy. Put this back in. Kind of like that there. See what else is in here. I really haven't been digging for the blue today. More of the red. Can't even pick it up. So I like that there too, but there definitely needs to be something to break up this side over here too. I'm not sure what that's gonna be. Maybe if I put this down here and then put something bigger up there. Still a big space there. Am I outside of this? No, I think I'm okay. I don't want both reds on the same side. That's my dilemma with that. Put that there and cut it off. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just make sure it's not like it needs a brighter color. Not brighter, but a more contrasting color. Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna do that. Just so it doesn't match so much. And I see the same color, but with more words on it. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. So then I want to ink this up a little bit so it's not so gray. It has more like the vintage photo color to it. And then you can put these down. And then we've decorated 3 of the 5 pieces. So I guess I had wishful thinking that I was going to do 2 master boards, but you got to at least see 1 full one and then me create, decorate a few pieces. All right, and then we can put this guy on there. Yeah. All right, get this on there and then we'll trim it up. Oh, that's totally crooked. Well, it's on there now. You can't go backwards with art glitter glue. So then there's that journal card, and again, the vintage looking background. And I went a little bit lower down here, so I can just trim that off. go. So yeah, then we have that journal card, this tag, and then still a tag and a journal card to decorate. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me look and see what N is, because I want to say it's newspaper. I might change my mind. I've been doing that a lot lately. Yep, it is newspaper. Yeah, it's just an easy way to create some pieces of ephemera by creating your master board first and then just decorating it. If you want to see more in this series, or some of my other videos, you can like and subscribe, and you can be alerted whenever I post something. And you can also check out my Etsy shop, For the Love of Paper Co. if you're interested in any of the things that I make or my journals. Everything's within my shop. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Bye.